Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening, and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome
really
to
get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing.
Germany
I'm Peter
against
Drury,
Uruguay.
and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
We have already started here.
And he thumps it clear. Germany have reclaimed it. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I would have to go for Rodrigo Bentancur, Peter, because he's a...
Oh, smashing header! That's a half-decent try.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
The pass is intercepted. Rodriguez. De Arrascaeta. Uruguay with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. De Arrascaeta goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now that's well seen too. Vitz, that is a good... And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. Bentancur gets rid without sophistication. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Torres. Nandez. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Quarter of an hour played. Caused a worry or two. Kimmich spots it and intercepts. De Arrascaeta. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. He's been picked out. This might... And the shot! Split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. De Arrascaeta with the short one. Germany are looking to go forward now. Bentancur. Nandez. Great ball, and he's in here. Decent hit! Goal! Uruguay!
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Uruguay are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. So, what can they come up with here? Musiala! And he's there to get it away. And that should get the job done.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Nandez. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Ended up in no man's land. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. De Arrascaeta. was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Germany.
So,
Number 4,
third corner of the game.
Ciao. Coming on the field is number 25.
Deftly away. Cleared without hesitation. Tries to dink it through. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Well, there's a probing ball. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Gross. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Torres. Just 5 minutes left until the break. He's shifting. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for options, for movement. Rodriguez. Chance here to counter.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Torres. Chance! Yes! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin
Across the other
from the
way,
regional police
there is
department.
nothing short of absolute deflation.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Uruguay very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And the action is back underway. Oh, super find. De Arrascaeta.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Goes long and straight. Well time, excellent interception. To Rudiger. To Gross. Koch. To Rudiger. That's Koch. Wirtz. That's a good foot in there. Rodriguez. And it's Gnabry. Havertz. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
De Arrascaeta. Nicely intercepted. 3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. Real chance! They've scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Great hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So their 4th corner of the game. Up he goes! He's scored! And they are cruising away.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played,
The
Peter.
attendance
Did a
for this
great
match
job
was
keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic
71,550.
move.
Face to face with the keeper. Hits one! Oh, taken with style. It is no contest. It is a landslide. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Uruguay are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Knocks it out wide. Gross.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Driving forward. Interesting ball. It's out for a goal kick. Mittelstädt. Looking ball that. Foot in. Bentancur. Quality ball. To Arrascaeta. A good ball, and this looks promising. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. No, that's been intercepted. Nandez. Uruguay looking to pass their way through. Cleared away. Good reason for optimism here. Tries to get it clear. And the cutback.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Koch calmly anticipates. Wirtz. Gross. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Gnabry. Musiala. And he's intervened well there. De Arrascaeta.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Musiala. And it's Gnabry. Havertz. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Nandez. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a nicely measured pass. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Torres. And that is that. Uruguay really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, chance! Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Leroy Sané. He's one of the most fleet-footed players around, Peter, and a massive threat with the ball.
Can he finish? And he has kicked it out somehow.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Laporte. He's gone forward. That's been cut out. Well played. Gross. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. It's a pretty loose pass. Williams, he's had a shot! Goal, Spain!
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Havertz. Havertz.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Sané. Sané stood his ground strongly. That's good play. Musiala. And here's Sané. It is a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get rid. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Kimmich. Koch. Musiala. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Musiala! Shot at goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Musiala really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Played now. Sané clearing acres of space out wide. Ah, such a clever touch. This is promising. Great ball, and he's in here. Wirtz.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they've got a throw. An inviting looking ball that. Pedro Porro cuts it out. And here's Nico Williams.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And nicely intercepted.
Germany certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Havertz. He's had it! Sticks it away! Germany are all square! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before the ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
The ball has been caught there, it's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. So does he go for it? It's not a kind angle. chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! They score! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some
Habrá
truth in it.
3 minutos de descuento.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Fitz. Sunny. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nico Williams. And it's lofted through him. Expertly cut out. Really great hits! And the first 45 minutes are up. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix. With what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Spain needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll happen.
Germany have their third corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Fitz. That is a great ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They trail, and time is ticking away. Looking tidy in possession here. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 71.550 espectadores.
Fitz. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gross. There's no flag.
Germany are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Fiddles it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's heaved it away. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Quality ball. It's a good foot in there. Musiala. Germany finding their passes.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the ball's gone astray.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed.
But will they? Morata is onto it in a flash. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the shots! Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Gross. And they can counter here. Vitz. Havertz. Now it's Sané. Oh, super ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Germany are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Zubimendi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Vitz, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Yamal. And that's a superb pass. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Looks for the finish. Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's...
That's that, the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really get
welcome
the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match. Germany
I'm Peter Drury, and I'm
against
joined in the
Spain.
commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. You can run onto that.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
And that was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Laporte kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Andrick. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Laporte kept his eye on it, and he's there.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Ball is over the line. And here's Danny Olmo. Lovely feet. Nico Williams. So what can they make of this? Well, that is not the best ball. Ah, he's given it away. And he's managed to get free. They're urgent. He's had a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Danny Olmo gets it away. Rudiger. Kimmich. Spain, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Mittelstadt. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Nicely intercepted. Mittelstadt. He's got full. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's following up. Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
And back to the goalkeeper. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Threads one in.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Here comes the corner. A reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he cuts out the supply. Danny Olmo. Nico Williams. And he's certainly onside here. He's had a hit! Goal!
executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score, which the ball was recovered.
So the first goal chance! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Havertz. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Laporte. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment.
Fabian Ruiz! And that is a little undercooked. Andrich puts his foot on the gas.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. And he can clear it away. And the referee brings the first half to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Spain just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Spain sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Substitution for Germany. Number 23. Number 10.
And the second half gets underway.
Coming on the field. Number 26. Buda. Number 20. Serge Gnabry.
Just to go back.
Really got in his face there, and he was well played.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise.
Shot goal! He scored! The second half sparked straight into life.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's through here. That's Vince. He has found a way through. Big chance! He has done it! Germany are all square.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When?
Speculative strike. Pau Torres. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Gross. It's an excellent interception.
The attendance for this
Really
match was
well marshalled there because he was denied the
71,550.
opportunity to.
And the shot! It's run loose and again! And he has kept it out somehow!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Germany have their second corner now. Big header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And it's Gnabry. Gross. Dani Olmo makes the interception. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Germany can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal has created one goal already. Williams tries a shot! Goal! Spain! And they get themselves in
The
front!
goal scorer for Spain.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Nico Williams. Substitution for Germany.
Get themselves
Number
into the lead.
17. Vitz.
Germany
Coming
are
on to
definitely going
replace
to
him
make this the
is
right way.
number
Looking a
24.
whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Dani Olmo. Gross gets a foot in here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that was vital.
Germany really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency that...
Oh, shooting chance! And that could have brought them level.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising. Now to maintain it.
Gross. There's the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Marino, and he's onside. Oh, he's but there's the hit. He should have put that one away.
Morata has reacted in utter
Substitution
shock
for
here. For
Germany.
him, the keeper has
Number
pulled off the
18.
impossible.
Mittelstädt.
It's their second
Number
corner of the
8.
game.
Andrik. Coming on the field. Number
Germany
13.
need to go forward
Hendricks.
now.
Number 9. Stiller.
And he's intervened well there. Subimendi. Back into the middle. Now it's Kimmich. Cleared without hesitation. And the finish! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Germany with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Desperate defending required here. And it's been taken short. That's good play.
Germany have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Perfectly measured that. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Time added on 4 minutes. He's free, he has got space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He could be in here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Chers
nicely
spectateurs,
here.
nous vous souhaitons la
Gorgeous,
bienvenue
gorgeous
pour ce match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And your commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beckley.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. I'm ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got a side of goal! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt.
Oh, Cuckoo! Now, there's another go! This time, surely! And somehow he has kept that out. And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Konate makes the interception. Nandez. Oh, super find. Big chance! And there's his chance to lead the counter. Chance here to counter. Nandez. Oh, perfectly measured that. There's the hit! Goal! Uruguay! And Uruguay take the lead!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Mbappe, and here's Dembele. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
De Arrascaeta could move up a gear here. Konate calmly anticipates. Great defending, strong and determined. And they can counter here. Bentancur. He won't be happy with that one. France applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. And it's Dembele. Nkunku. Dembele. Camavinga. And it's Conte. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has a goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. This is their second corner of the game. Uruguay are looking to go forward now. Here's Barcola. Nkunku. Nkunku. Dembele. Chance! Mistake! They have come roaring back!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit. That next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Uruguay really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
France grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Conte. Hernandez. Looking for options for movement and instinctive delivery. And here's Barcola. France have got it back, and they'll have another go. There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
And Kunku actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
France have their third corner. Tries a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Bentancur. Rodriguez. It's a pretty loose pass. Dembele. And for a moment you thought that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Konate gets it away. Bentancur. De Arrascaeta. He's in a great position. Distributed tidily. And we've reached half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1-1. So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And we are back underway. And he was quick to react. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh no, what has happened? And a header! Goal! Uruguay! Into the lead once more. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
He's going for goal! That is really good tenacity.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20.
They know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Le numéro 9. Le numéro 12.
That's it! That's fallen kindly here. And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So all... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Uruguay! And again they hit the front.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Uruguay take the lead. Turan. Oh, what a battle! He's got it all! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
So that goal then.
Well, I thought once he
Le
got the
nombre
first
de
part of it right,
spectateurs
getting his
pour ce
knee over
match,
the ball is always likely to be drilled very low,
72
so it proved.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after...
Oh, give him a great chance! Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its
But pour
head.
l'équipe de France,
An act of
après
charity
66 minutes de
gratefully
jeu par
received.
le numéro 12. Changement pour la première. Le numéro
How will things develop from
est
here?
remplacé.
No doubt as to
Le
who has the
numéro 7.
momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And he's gone backward here. Can he put it away? Really well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Rodriguez. Nice ball, and he's in here. And the shot! Goal! Uruguay! And the
But
comeback
pour
is
l'équipe
complete!
d'Uruguay. Après
Was he
78
ever going to
minutes
miss
de jeu
that?
par
Of course he
le
wasn't.
numéro
That's
26.
just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement.
Le
You
numéro
can see
22.
this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Uruguay go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Shot could be on.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Uruguay moments now away from seeing this one out. Always onto this.
Uruguay certainly don't need to
Il y aura 6
overcommit now.
minutes de
Their
temps additionnel.
priority lies further back.
Turan. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Bentancur. Kunde powering forward here.
This is what good chemistry is all
It's a
about.
mighty effort! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
of space here.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Thuram. Olise. Colin. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that's it. Uruguay have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous
From
invite à
behind, Jim,
participer
that
par
is
vos
some
dons
win, isn't
au
it?
programme
Well, I've just got to give them great
caritatif
credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this
Merci.
around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.